Criminality witnessed in 2023 election will not be tolerated in 2027. Obedient movement slams the Senate. Abi, I'm sure this is following or a fallout of this Senate led by Akpabio, you know, trashing the bill that required the transmission of election results electronically, because that bill came and then the Senate under Akpabio's leadership slammed that bill and trashed it and turned it down, meaning that they don't want to transmit election results electronically. It means that everything about BVAS, everything about the data center in Abuja to handle elections electronically and online will not be done in 2027. This means that these people would have printed paper. They want to write the result by hand by 2027. This is a very serious rigging plan that Tinubu's government is establishing. So the bidders are warning that, warning the Senate, if you have rejected this bill that allows or that is proposing transmission of election by electronic system, then just know that the criminality that happened in 2027, in 2023 will not be allowed in 2027. But again, let's get into the details. The Biden movement has vowed that the criminality witnessed during the 2023 general election will not be repeated in 2027, accusing the Senate of attempting to undermine free, fair, and credible elections in Nigeria. And that is true. And this is part of the electoral reform that this Tinubu government and Senate under Akpabio are turning down. So what does that tell you? That's bad. So Niger News reports that in a statement signed by its national coordinator, Yunusa Tanko, the movement described it as ironic and hypocritical that the ruling of Progressive Congress APC relies on electronic registration and digital processes for its internal party affairs while resisting similar transparency measures in national elections. So Tanko called on Nigerian civil society organizations and the international community to oppose what he described as a dangerous regression in the country's democratic process. So the Biden movement also accused the APC of controlling the National Assembly and of recent legislative actions, warning that Nigeria's democratic future is at risk. So the movement alleged that electoral reforms are deliberately being stalled to serve the interests of a political elite and all citizens to remain vigilant and prepared to resist any attempt at electoral manipulation lawfully. So the statement reads, the Biden movement said the demand reflects the will of the Nigerian people and called on citizens nationwide to participate in the protest in pursuit of electoral transparency and democratic reform. The ruling of Progressive Congress APC, which controls the National Assembly, has clearly demonstrated its intent to undermine free, fair, and credible election come 2027. So it is both ironic and hypocritical for a party that deploys e-registration and electronic processes for its internal affairs to deny Nigerians the same level of transparency in national election. I tell you, it is bad. So we, the obedient movement, will not stand idly by why the future of our nation is being mortgaged for the political gain of a privileged few. We call on all Nigerian civil society organizations and the international community, to join us in resisting this dangerous backward slide. So the criminality witnessed during the 2023 general election will not be tolerated in 2027. Nigerians everywhere must be prepared to rise up, resist, and reject this deliberate act of democratic sabotage and to legitimately and decisively reclaim our country. That is the best way to go. I'm telling you the truth. That's the best way to go. And I know that the people from Southwest now will come and begin to slam the Biden for saying that as if it is better with them. And so somebody is saying here, I know that this person is from that Southwest region said, if you people do abnormally in 2027, you would be smoked out. Mark my word. Can you see? Already, the people from the Southwest are already issuing threats. They will be smoked out. Smoked out for what? For telling you that the rigging that was done in 2023 will not be allowed in 2027. And somebody is asking him, smoked out by who? Big fool you are, and that is true. If you are well trained, your anger should be directed to Senate, who is playing politics of manipulation. That is the thing now. And the people supporting this government, their life is not better. I'm telling you, their life is never better in any way. But they just would not, bend down and see beyond their nose. And somebody says, so that the illegality will continue. What type of country do you wish for your children? A country that can't conduct ordinary elections and bring people in through fake glitches. What makes you think you won't be a victim in the near future, or even your children if you have one already or willing to have? Is it an offense to demand for a clean process for bringing people into public offices? Let's grow this country, because this tribalism has never taken us anywhere and never will, of course. So if anything, it divides us against our common interest to the benefit of the rich few, which I'm sure you are not part of course. The same person that is slamming obedience, the same person is among the downtrodden people. If they are the person who will not even have life, they have replied to them, say nobody is a monopoly of violence. Abi, it dey everywhere, bros. I'm telling you. So if they try, if people come out to protest and protect their election, their votes, and you say you want to use the state power, the military power you have to smoke them out because you are in government, then let's see how it goes. I'm telling you, it's quite unfortunate that when some people are trying to see how they can make the country better by holding leaders accountable, some tribalistic minded people will be at one corner causing problem and trying to make things difficult. That is unacceptable. I'm telling you, that is very, very bad. That is very, very bad. That is sabotage of the highest order. If there's anything called sabotage, it is this tribalism that is played by some people against some people in this country. The downtrodden supporting the very few privileged ones in power. Quite unfortunate. It's an irony. It cannot happen anywhere else in the world. It's only in Nigeria this kind of thing can happen. How can a bill be sent to the Senate for electoral reform to ensure that votes are transmitted live electronically to a database so that there will be credibility, and the Senate, the lawmakers, are turning it down? It's not acceptable now. And the same people, APC in power, they're using the electronic system to do the internal registrations and internal documentations. But at a national level, they don't want it to happen so that they can print manual results and then handwrite them somewhere remotely and then send it to INEC to read. That is what they want to do. And if anybody talk, they bring out the army and the police and the DSS to come and run after everybody. This country, when some people say that the country is not going to get better, it will look like they're lying. Look at the kind of leaders that we have, the people in power, the people that are lawmakers. Look at the kind of people we have. It's unfortunate, really, really unfortunate for Nigeria. So let's have your comment below and let's see and let's hear your view if what the obedience, the Labour Party, not really Labour Party, the obedience led by Tanko Yunusa, if what they're saying is the right thing or not.